Hey guys, welcome to Gon's F1 channel and F122. Today we're gonna check how the multiplayer has panned out and what are the new things you can configure and play with. Obviously we're going to create a lobby and it has a new nice background where the player is actually chilling out before his race, as I guess all good drivers do. We're gonna obviously configure one lobby, and you can actually choose between player car, F122 and F2 2021. And while the car setup can be the same as in previous games, full, fixed or preset, the lobby tag can still be configured as it was configured before, so just random things I guess, which no one really looks at. And here on the track side, it's pretty much the same layout as we had in 2021, but you can easily add a lot of tracks and create your little championship. What's important is maybe rules and flags. There are some new things which are pretty cool. You can still put corners on strict, on, off, or regular, but also you can configure platform rules and pit stop experience, which is a new thing. Broadcast being the feature where you can watch like an overcast of how you're pitting and you can change the tires, and immersive is where you need to turn in, and as perfectly or as precise you turn in, the better the pit stop, the faster the pit stop is going to be. Safety car can be standard, increased and reduced and off, while the safety car experience is something also I would say new, where the broadcast would be just watching how the safety cars goes around, and I think it's just AI. And immersive is what we had so far. You need to drive behind the safety car and pay attention. Formation lap, you can turn it on and off, but also now you can put it to immersive and broadcast, where I think immersive lets you park on your starting position, and if you park correctly, I think you just get, yeah, if you park too far you can start a bit backwards, right? That's the point. Assists, restrictions are more or less the same as in previous game, so nothing new on that part. But the weekend structure has been changed. You can use authentic, which follows the official F1 calendar, or you can also use a new mode, which is sprint and race, which takes a sprint and a race in combination with session length. So medium one takes 2 laps, and I think 25%, longer one takes 25% of sprint race and 50% of the long race, and full I think it's also 25% of the sprint race. So yeah, that's some nice additions. We're gonna have nice sprint races this year. Okay, the custom grid stood the same, nothing has changed particularly, as you can see. So we are off to check the simulation settings. AI difficulty stood the same, surface type, you can put your realistic or simplified, where realistic is going to be the one we always go for. Recovery mode is where you're going to be auto reset the track when you go off. Car damage off, increased, reduced, simulation. Low fuel mode will be easy and hard, while restarts can be either assisted or manual. Collisions, which means if you turn them off, everyone is ghosted all the time. Ghosting, if you turn it off, only back markers are ghosted. Tire temperature, surface and carcass, more or less. Pit tire line tire sim, whether the tires are getting heated or cooled down when you're in pit, true. And unsafe pit releases, you can release yourself out of the pit too early, get some penalties or being slowed down a bit. Assists, this is something to your preference, nothing to multiplayer basically. Weather and time of the day can be dynamic, like overcast, wet, very wet, so basically what we had so far. Session start time, sunrise, afternoon, dusk, moon, night. And you can also tailor your own weather if you want to ever be a weatherman, so that's pretty cool actually, when you repeat the lobby because they have fall down and it got blocked. Okay, and forecast accuracy, I think it's just pretty cool. It was in the last game too, but approximate will bring some uncertainty to the game. Adding AIs to the same, you can just choose them and unchoose them, or select and deselect, and that's more or less basically it, right? So as you can see, we're going to try to configure one lobby which has show quali and a 50% race or something like that, because we want to try is to enter the show quali without having people in the lobby, which, as you will see now, is not yet possible, unfortunately. So I think we'll still need to wait for that if it ever comes, but thankfully we have this toggle driverless cool feature, which has helped us in clearly seeing like what's in the room. So now, as we can see, it looks pretty much the same. The graphics a bit different. Okay, there are improvements, of course, in terms of configuration of pit entry, safety car, broadcast, and similar, and sprint races, which is of course welcome. And now I'm gonna show you how the loading screen looks like. On the right side you have player names and you have a PlayStation icon, which indicates that the cross-platform is going to be here soon, and we're gonna see Xbox and PC icons, I guess. When you enter the multiplayer lobby, you can still choose your car setup, you can oversee how the weather is going to be, and in this occasion we can see that it's going to be sunny in the quali, rainy in the race, while in 0 minutes it's going to be sun again. So I guess they still have some polishing to do, I would say. But okay, issues happen, so let's not be too critical at day one. Okay, now we're going to start the race, actually start our one-shot quali, and I'm going to show you some new things, or actually, yeah, I think it's just one thing, which is pretty cool. Yeah. So now in the top left corner you can see your position, but also in top right corner near your time you can see your current position as you go through the corners, which is nice and welcome. We didn't have this before, so good one. And in the race, as you can see, still PlayStation icons, so please subscribe and like if you like this kind of content. We will bring you more. When you start the race, actually, when the lights go off, you'll be able to see that above the player name or near the player name there is a status icon which indicates the health of its internet connection, which is also good and welcome. Besides that, a bit of resurface to the UI and how it looks clean and neat, nothing major has happened. But yeah, all in all, a nice beginning to F122 game. We hope to get, the stability is good and we hope to get much more new features. So stay tuned and thanks for liking.